All right.
Ready, set, go. It's always weird to know when to start. I
I
think I need a
know.
timer on the screen.
It's like I need to go get my director's like clapperboard.
Yes. Yes. Oh, hold on. Something just popped up in front of the screen. I don't know what this is. Maybe
Uh-oh.
it's the timer.
There's no way. It still says
I'm
we've got
sorry.
40. It still says we've
Uh,
got like 40 plus minutes.
oh no, I'm at the countdown for me to start.
Oh.
The clapper coming up. Welcome
Oh,
to episode 6 of the Adventure Lives On podcast.
where I couldn't nail down a single topic for this episode if you paid me.
Go.
Buckle up
Grab your cup of coffee
and get ready to live the adventure
in
in
the
the Universal
Universal
theme
theme
parks
parks and
and
beyond.
beyond. Okay. Do I sound better than I did before?
You do. This is clear, man. We're cooking with
Okay.
grease now.
Yeah, you sound great too on your end.
Awesome. All right, we're going. Do you hear the background noise?
What background noise?
Perfect. Um, all right. So where were we going with this one? Planning?
Yeah, we had talked about trip planning.
Okay, let's get going.
All right. Where do you think would be the first place we should start with that? Do we start with tickets or packing or
Actually, before we get started, I seem to remember you having Harry Potter facts to update me on.
Oh yeah. So this is another one of those I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but I feel like you're
Ah,
probably going to have some kind of thoughts.
okay.
I feel a little weird about this one. So another casting update for the HBO show.
Hmm.
They're bringing back Warwick Davis
That's
to
the
play
same thing I was going to
Professor.
tell you.
Yeah, so Warwick Davis is playing Professor Flitwick again, which I know they're gonna make him look different, I'm sure, but that just feels weird to me.
I love it. I'm so
Okay,
excited. I just like him. I thought he was such a good actor, and he played a couple of different roles
he
in
did.
in the original.
I do love him too, but it's weird because they cast a different actor to play Grip Hook.
Did they? I didn't read that much into it.
Yeah, they cast 5 or 6 other people since
Hmm.
then. They've cast Crab and Goyle, Grip Hook. He's back as Flitwick, and there were 1 or 2 more that I can't remember. I think Dean Thomas.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't seen those. I just saw Warwick Davis was gonna come back as Flitwick. But I first of all, I just like him a lot. And I think I would have almost any of the original cast that were going to be cast back in this movie as maybe older versions of themselves. I was really excited for that to happen with anyone.
Hmm.
And it didn't yet.
Yeah.
But um, I think also since he did play more than one role in the original, it's kind of fitting that he would come back.
That's true, and he was, for the most part, he was buried under so much makeup that
Yes.
you'd never know. And if they make him look different, yeah,
So I'm happy about it. I'm happy to see him come back.
he is a great actor. So yeah, I'll
Hmm.
be curious to see what kind of different spin they put on it so that it doesn't feel like the same character.
Yes, or how he may act differently because how he acts as Flitwick versus how he acts as Grip Hook, so different. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how he plays new Flitwick.
And even first and second movie Flitwick compared to fourth movie Flitwick is, or
Yeah,
third and fourth movie, is very different look
you're
and
right.
sort of a different personality to a degree.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
looking
that,
forward to it.
yeah, it'll be interesting.
It will. And I saw that they also cast more of the voice actors for the book.
Oh, did they?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they put out a whole list. And I can't remember now, but there was one that I was excited about. Who was it? Shoot. I don't remember if it was one of the originals that was coming back. Oh man. When it comes to me, I'll tell you. But there was one of the voice actors
Okay.
I was excited about.
I'm curious to hear who that might be. And speaking of the one last thing I wanted to say before we get into the topic for today is you just reminded me, speaking of other people coming back, you were saying you'd like to see them come back as their older selves in the show. I'm like,
Mhm.
well, maybe what's going to happen if this show's going to take 10 years, maybe we take 7 or 8 years to get through the main books, and then we get a season 8 or season 9 of Cursed Child where all the actors from the movies come back to play their older selves.
Yes, that would be so cool. Just like Tom Felton in on Broadway
Right. Because he,
playing older. Yeah.
imagine if we got Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, and Tom Felton to come back, and then new actors to play their kids would be interesting.
Yes, that would be so cool. And I have one more thing that really isn't related in that way, but I saw this video today. It was these comedians, or I don't know if they're real comedians, but TV, the guys that play on Psych.
I'm vaguely aware of who you're talking about.
Okay.
I never
Well,
watched Psych.
I saw a few episodes, but I just know the faces. Anyway, there was a
Mhm.
video that I saw today, which might have even been a clip from the TV show. I have no idea. And one of the two of them was dressed up in Hogwarts robes and was going through the airport. And the TSA agent pulled him aside because he has a wand and a broom and he's going to this like Harry Potter convention or something. And I was cracking up. And like, man, Jake is the only other person I know right now that would be laughing at this as hard as I am because he opens up the wand and the TSA agent opens up the wand and he pulls out a feather and he's like, um, and there's a compartment or something like that, he says. And the guy's like, that, sir, is a phoenix feather. Um,
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that would be me at the airport, 100%.
yeah, yep. hmm And I thought I lost my wand over the weekend,
Oh no.
but I did not. I found it.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I lost it. I went looking for it in my robe and it was not there. My remember all was there. I'm like, oh, if only I could remember what I've forgotten.
Oh, that's too perfect.
Yeah, right. Felt like Neville in that moment.
Yeah. I had a similar airport moment actually. On my way back from Disneyland, I got yelled at by airport security because a thing that I've seen a lot of people do for the Star Wars park at Galaxy's Edge is after they've built one of the remote control droids, like R2D2 or
Mhm.
Chopper or one of those, people have been getting cat carrier backpacks with the big windows,
Uh-huh.
painting them, slapping stickers on them, and throwing their droids in them, and they carry them around so that they can move and
Oh,
beep through the parks and people can see them. So
cool.
I had a cat carrier I brought with me, built a droid, put it in there, and then brought it back with me through the airport and had to send it through the scanner and everything, put it on the conveyor
hmm
belt. And I'm getting ready to walk away as they're about to send it through, and somebody freaks out and starts yelling at me, and they're like, "Hey, hey, you wait, hey, wait." I'm like, "What, me?" He's like, "Yeah, you. Is there a cat in there?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Is there an animal in there?" I'm like, "Oh, no, no, it's just a remote control toy." I I didn't even think about the fact that it's a cat carrier. I'm like, "Why would I have an animal?"
This is obviously meant for a droid.
Right. Do you not see the rust paint and the Star Wars lettering and the fans?
As you pull out a cat dressed like a droid.
Yeah, a cat with an R2D2 hat on.
Yes. Oh man. Well, speaking of airports and traveling, now is a good time to get into trip planning.
I would say so. I think you're right.
Um,
Smooth segue,
so yeah,
flawless.
thanks. And speaking of trip planning, so we talked a little bit about your trip coming up in January. I might be
Hmm.
going back in October.
Yeah, we had talked about that a little bit last time. Do
Did
y'all have
we?
any more
Uh,
details about that or
sort of. I think I have dates. I sort
okay.
of have dates. But I have a another trip that I have to take that's right on the like almost kind of already overlapping the dates a little bit. So I'm trying to see how I can manipulate that trip to make sure that I can also still do Universal with Nick and the kids.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'm excited. So planning, where are you planning wise with your trip? Or have y'all decided what tickets you're going with?
We are gonna do the freedom passes. Josh's girlfriend is gonna get us those for the family. At least
Cool.
that's the last thing we've discussed.
Hmm.
And the next thing we need to do is call Universal and see if there's any kind of vacation package situation we can get where we could maybe get a decent deal on a hotel room and bundle that with the freedom passes, or if we get the passes separately and just see what kind of hotel deals are out there.
Hmm.
We're just trying to bundle everything however we can
Yeah,
to keep the cost down a little, and then we're going to throw in a couple days worth of Epic tickets on top of that.
that's exciting. I don't know that they
Yeah.
bundle hotels with the Freedom Pass, but they might with Epic.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out when we talk to them, but
Hmm.
that's kind of our next step is to see what our options are. We just know we want to get some kind of vacation bundle.
Hmm. You can always sit through a timeshare talk.
Yeah, we could. I don't think I will, but I
No,
could.
I made that mistake once.
Mm.
Once at Universal, twice total.
What was the other one?
It was, we were misled. So we were at Bass Pro Shop and we went specifically for this. Yeah. We had friends that said they do this every year and they always do the Bass Pro Shop. They said it was this military thing. And so
Mm.
like, okay, that's great. I'm all for a really cheap vacation. So we went to Bass Pro and we talked to them about it. And I specifically asked, is this a timeshare? Am I going to have to sit through a timeshare presentation? And they said, no, of course
Oh.
not. That's what the not what this is. But they've rebranded themselves. So they're not timeshares anymore. They call themselves something different.
Okay, so they technically didn't lie to you.
Technically, right. Technically. So we got this thing, ended up going to Branson. It was a nice trip. You know, we enjoyed ourselves. But I was pregnant and we had a 1 year old with us. So sitting through that timeshare presentation was brutal.
I can imagine.
It was
Yeah,
brutal.
my family almost got by Bass Pro Shops once too, because there
Mhm.
was something about I think winning a boat, and my
Uh,
dad was like, "Okay, yeah, how do we sign up?" And they were like, "Oh, just put your name and email down here." He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that." And they're like, "Yeah," and then also come sit through this whole presentation,
mhm.
and yeah, it was a whole mess of a thing.
Yeah. And you know what else they did too? They pitched us this hotel, this beautiful hotel, and this is where, you know, you'll be. When we got there, we tried to check in at that hotel and they said, "Oh no, this isn't your hotel. You're staying over here at this other hotel a half hour away." Like, no, I'm not. We'd been on the
So,
road for like 12 hours with a 1 year
oh
old. Like, we are not leaving this hotel unless
man,
you
so
were going to put my toddler in the car and drive her down the road.
just outright lies then. Wow.
Yes. I do not recommend it.
Noted.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my
Okay, so
timeshare experiences.
the first step of planning your universal vacation is avoid the timeshares.
Avoid the timeshares. They will try to get you. And they'll tell you it only lasts 2 hours, and it does not only last 2 hours.
Part one lasts 2 hours.
Right. Part one, before the tour.
Ugh.
Yeah. Wonder what kind of cut Universal gets from people that they sell on the timeshare.
I'd be curious to know that information too.
Yeah, they got to be making something to let them pitch it on their in their parks.
Yeah, to torment people like that with
Yeah.
hours and hours of ugh.
Nuts. Anyway,
Yeah.
vacation planning. I don't know where to go from here.
I know we've done it so many times that I
We
guess a lot of
have.
it feels more or less second nature. The only reason our trip is kind of throwing us off is because we were considering annual passes this time around.
Mhm. Yeah, which the annual passes are definitely nice to have. But like we talked about, if you have the option to get the military freedom pass, that is absolutely the way to go. I mean, it's half the price, less than half the price, I think, of
Oh, way less.
yeah,
Well,
go
I
ahead.
guess it depends on which pass you get, but I mean the pass I was looking at getting would have been like 650 bucks versus the Freedom Pass, which I think it was going to be like 210.
Yeah, something like that. And I think we calculated that you would have had to spend what $600 in merch plus
Yeah, between merch and food, we would have had to spend I would have had to spend $600 on my own, and I would have had to park there for like 15 days for the annual pass to pay for itself.
yeah, over
Uh,
what you would pay for the freedom pass.
yeah, so I would have had to go for 2 weeks and spend almost $1,000 in merch and food for it to
Right.
be worth it.
And then what's crazy too is when you stay on property, those are Lowe's hotels, not Universal
Mm,
hotels. So you pay for parking, even if you
right.
have an annual pass with the free parking. So I, I wish they would come up with some
I
agreement to waive that.
Yeah, because I feel like the only benefit to the free parking with the annual pass is if you're local and it's like, oh, let's go for a day, park in the parking garage, and then go
Mhm.
home.
Right. Right. Is then any money that you would be saving on parking at Universal, I don't know, you might as well get a hotel off property. Then you're not even I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
then
a
parking
rant.
isn't a
That's
factor. Yeah,
right.
it's a
That's a
whole
whole other
thing.
rant.
The annual pass is a good idea if you're going several times a year and don't want to pay for tickets every time, but not worth it if you can get the military pass.
Yeah. Exactly. The only other things that are cool selling points of the annual pass is you get access to the pass holder events and the pass holder lounge and the different exclusive sale events that they have.
Yeah.
But if those aren't events that you'll be able to make it to, it doesn't make a ton of sense financially.
Right. And then, of course, if you buy the $1,000 a year pass, you get a free Horror Nights ticket and one free express
Yes.
pass per ride per day after 4 p.m.
Hmm.
Which, for me, that's a pretty big price jump to get one free ride every day and one day of Horror Nights for one person.
Right. Especially not being local.
Yeah.
Um, And quick Horror Nights sidebar. Did you see they now have necklaces, light up necklaces to tell the scare actors in the scare zones not to scare you?
I saw an article about that. I didn't read too much into it. Okay, so that's what that's for.
Hmm. And I watched a video of this guy testing it, and they really seem to completely avoid the people with or the him, just the one person with the light
Hmm.
up necklace.
I can understand if some people don't want to be just bombarded by all the scare actors and constantly being, jumped out in front of or whatever. It feels like going from one extreme to the other if they're completely avoiding these people. Like you could still interact with them if without, terrorizing people. There's got to be a middle ground, right?
And maybe it depends on the scare actor on what they do. I don't know. I only saw one video,
Maybe.
but I
It
also like and they don't work in the houses, which
Oh, well,
is
yeah.
good. But
Could you imagine if they worked in the houses? You get a whole group of people going through with necklaces on and they don't even see anybody. They just get to walk through an empty house and go,
yeah,
okay, that was pointless.
that's what the daytime tour is for.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's cool to be and I think that's part of the appeal is it's almost a constant state of fear. You get out of the houses, but you're not safe.
Yeah.
until you go into Finnegan's. That's my favorite safe zone to eat.
Yeah, that just reminds me. I have a video I'm gonna have to send you once we're done here. Somebody showed a video of them walking through one of the gift shops, and Art the Clown from the Terrifier was just
Mhm.
walking through the gift shop stalking people, and they had a whole fun interaction.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, he's like jumping out and scaring people and then laughing at them, and he'd run around to the other side of the aisle, and it was, yeah, it was a good time.
I think this is gonna end up being a controversial topic for our 20 listeners.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure we've probably got a handful of controversial topics. I think that's what happens when we're as biased about this stuff as we
we
are.
yes, we are very biased. We are. Even if we don't accept your opinion, we'll still accept you into the club. But we will tell you you're wrong for your opinion.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's an incorrect one.
Yes, yes.
No, as long as you love Universal, we're happy to have you
We're,
here. And
yeah,
even if
yeah,
you don't love Universal yet, hopefully you will by the time you're done with us.
yeah. Hopefully, it's a fun place. It's a cool place.
It
Um,
is.
yeah, I don't know if the trip planning, maybe we switch gears because I don't know what else really to say about it.
Yeah, because a lot of what we could talk about is just, oh, go to the website for this thing and check for deals, and then,
Right. I think if we would have recorded our conversation of trying to plan out your family's trip, that could have been really good.
yeah,
But now it feels like we've just already talked about all of it.
yeah, it kind of does.
Because we kind of did.
And it is kind of a specific thing to each person or each group
Hmm.
that's going.
It
We
is.
could give general advice as far as like what kind of clothes do you pack during this time of year based on the weather, or like where do you go for food, but we already kind of touched on that in some earlier episodes.
Hmm.
So, yeah, maybe we pivot a little bit.
All right. Um, what is it about Universal that makes you keep wanting to go back?
Ooh. I mean, I feel like an obvious thing is riding the rides, which I do love, but more than that, and I think we talked a little bit about this maybe a couple weeks ago. It's gotta be more than anything, it's the immersion of being in all the different lands.
Hmm.
Really feeling like you're there. Like more than anything, I think probably especially for the Harry Potter lands, it's because I just want to live in that for a little while.
Hmm.
And that's the only place you can really do it. Like you can watch the movies, read the books so many times, even go to conventions and stuff, but nothing really compares to walking down Diagon Alley and shopping for a robe.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I think too, there's so much nostalgia associated with it.
Oh yeah.
And it's, I mean, I can remember back to my first time, which I'm sure you do too. First time riding several of the rides, first time walking into Diagon Alley and seeing the the whole 10-minute warning,
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
seeing all there is to see. It just there's such strong memories there that go beyond just the parks. Um, and even like the first time seeing the Harry Potter movies and feeling, like you said, this immersion when you get there, it's like you're there, you're in the movie. It feels comfortable, it feels safe.
Feels like home.
Yeah. It
as
does.
we've
And
said so many times.
yes, and that feels so cliche to say, but
It does and it is, and I'm like, oh, that was so cheesy of me to say, but it's true. It's just like a warm, fuzzy feeling when you're there.
yes, yes, to the point where even just listening to the soundtracks, if I'm having a rough day, if I'm stressed, I put on the park music and it drives Nick insane. It really drives him insane. But I'll put that on and it's just happy.
Yeah, I totally get
Yeah.
that. And it's like, yeah, you are, when you're there, you are in the movies, and it's like you're in the world, but also,
Mhm.
especially depending on the rides and things, it's like you get that's as close as you're ever going to get to going through the things that those characters went through that you've been watching since you were a kid.
Mhm. And even even the moving walkway.
Yeah, even the walkway.
Even the walkway.
That's like,
Because
oh, I'm there, it's
I'm
happening.
there. Yes, yes. Because I mean, it's cool when you see the universal sign. You go, you're going down the highway. You see the sign. You can see the Rip Ride Rocket. Not anymore, but you
Yeah.
could see the
Oh.
Rip Ride Rocket back in the day, and but it still doesn't feel like you're there until you get off of that moving walkway or on the moving
Hmm.
walkway. Really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you see the sign, you would see Rip Ride Rocket, and you see the signs for the parking garage. It's like, oh, we're getting there, we're getting
Mhm.
closer. You know, King Kong, Spider-Man, Cat in the Hat,
E.T.
E.T., Jurassic Park, and then
Mhm.
yeah, you get on the moving walkway, and then you end up in City Walk. It's like, okay, this is it.
Mhm. You
We're
know,
here. I'm in it.
I wonder how that's going to change for Epic though, because you don't go to the City Walk to get to Epic.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm. Maybe it'll still be the walk instead of the walkway. Moving walkway will just be the walk from the parking lot.
Yeah.
Um, oh, that reminds me. I didn't see details, but I saw that there was talk about getting ready to start working on the new portal.
Really, already?
Uh-huh. I don't know how true it is. I only saw one story about it, but that they're going to
Huh.
start working on the new portal soon. And um, the I saw rumors that Rip Ride Rocket is going to be replaced with two rides, which will be
Yeah,
Ghostbusters and Fast and Furious.
we had talked about that briefly at the end of the last
Did
episode.
we?
Yeah,
I lose track
that's okay.
of
I know
what's
we talk so much about
we
all this
do.
stuff, and we're doing it every week
Yes.
now.
Yeah, at least once, yes. Actually, we haven't even talked in a couple of weeks though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Isn't
because
that
we took a
crazy?
week off last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess behind the scenes, sort of spoiler alert, we're
Hmm.
a couple episodes ahead in recording time,
Yeah.
so that if something like last week comes up, we're
We
still
don't leave
good to
you
go.
hanging.
Yeah. So yeah, it has been a little while.
It has. Yeah. And I'm really excited though. Thanks to our 20 listeners.
Yeah,
That's a big
really.
accomplishment considering we were really excited about the potential of two.
Yeah. I'm amazed that we do have even as many as we do. I mean, I hope it keeps growing, but even if not, you know, if we have a handful of people who are looking forward to listening to us every week, I'm happy to keep doing this.
Yeah, you and me both. Um, yeah, enjoy this. This is fun. I'm looking through some of our notes to see if there's anything. Oh, actually, um, something brief that I'm just thinking back to my wand experience over the weekend. I thought I broke or lost. I wonder if the new wands have similar where they I'm talking backwards.
Are you
Um,
wondering if they're going to repair the new
yes.
ones the way they did the old ones because they're so
Yes.
much more expensive?
Thank you.
Yep, you pass the brain cell over to me. I got you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Brains are in sync. My brains are in sync. Yeah, so I wonder
Yep.
if they're gonna do that because mine is very bent. which they don't make mine anymore, so I can't go get it
Right.
repaired, but
But
it's
but
quite
yeah,
bent.
that would really suck to break the second gen interactive wands and not be
Hmm.
able to get it replaced because
Yes, definitely getting a new one on my next trip.
oh, me too.
Yeah.
I'm 100% I'm getting one of the second gen wands. I gotta see
Hmm.
how that works in person.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad I didn't get the one the last time I was there because the new Epic exclusive one is way cooler than the others.
Although, am I correct or is that not? I don't think that's a second gen wand
Really?
because most of the ones at the new wand shop in Paris are not second gen. They don't have lights and sounds, they're just new designs.
Huh.
The only second generation electronic wands that they have were those four that they released, the two with the kind of quilted handles and the two that looked like natural sticks with the crystals in them.
Uh-huh.
And then since then, they've done Dumbledore, Harry, and Hermione.
Yeah, but I thought the Phoenix one was
I
a Gen
am
2.
I am like 83% sure that it's not.
Oh no.
I'm not, I could double check that, but I think that one's just along the same lines of the new designs where it's essentially the same as the old interactive wands. It's just an exclusive design.
Oh no, that's such a bummer. I
Yeah, I didn't think about that because I know you were excited to get that one.
Yeah, that one's cool. I don't
Let me,
and I don't see it on their website. I'm trying to find information and I'm not getting very far. On, let's see. Let's see if I can find. Why is it so hard to find this? It's on eBay. It says Universal Epic Universe second generation Phoenix wand. You want to guess how much this
oh,
is selling for?
300?
195.
Okay, yeah, that's up there. I thought people would have been even crazier about it, but that's what, almost like double the price of
Yeah, because unless this
basically.
one's more expensive than the other Gen 2s,
Oh, it might be.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, nope. From everything I'm seeing, I was wrong. The Phoenix Wand is a Gen 2. I didn't
Okay.
realize that.
That's good because
Because I did hear, I'm pretty sure it's correct. I did hear that the other designs from the Paris wand shop are not second gen.
I when I was there, it looked like it was just those four that were.
Yeah.
But yeah, that they came out with the other ones after it. Oh, I don't know. New second
Okay,
generation
yeah.
on the line. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is just those five that
Plus
are.
then the Harry, Hermione, and Dumbledore.
Well, at
Yeah.
least I can get
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Phoenix. It's so odd that in this episode, I feel like we have gotten so stuck. And there's an endless amount of things that we could and have talked about regarding Universal.
But then you ask us to pick one.
And
You
we're frozen.
stick a microphone in front of my face, and I'm like, "What's a universal?"
How do we get there?
I've never been to a theme park before in my life. I don't know what you're talking
Never,
about.
never. Oh my gosh, this whole list of stuff, this whole list of everything that we have written out that we can talk about, and none of it just wants to click tonight.
I know. I did see one thing that I thought you would appreciate as I was looking for information on whether or not that Phoenix one was Gen 2,
Hmm.
which I don't know why I thought it wasn't. I guess because the design of it, I didn't see where it would be rechargeable or whether or not the tip would light up compared to some of the other ones.
Hmm.
But I was looking through trying to find information on different articles, and I found a Reddit post from somebody a few months ago that said New epic Gen 2 words. New epic second gen wand. Finally, one that's not ugly.
It's the truth, though.
It is. The first few, proof of concept, yeah, they work, but they're not the prettiest.
They're not. And like, why, though? Why?
I
With
don't
all
know.
of the minds that
And all
work
of the money.
and all of the money,
The
they
only
they
one
they could have done a contest, design
they
our
could
wand,
have.
and they would have gotten better options.
The only one that really didn't look bad was the black and silver quilted sort of looking one, and I think it's only because it was black.
And you can only get that one if you're a Slytherin, I feel.
I think that's the thing is that whether it's, I'm sure it was partly intentional considering they released four of them, that one's red and gold, one's black, and then the other two are, I guess, kind of interchangeable between Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. But then
I
again,
mean,
we all know, saying the quiet part out loud here, we all know that the park's merch department doesn't care about the other two houses. There are only two houses that really matter. What? Who said that? Not
exactly.
me.
Yeah. Hmm.
I didn't say that.
You know what would be so cool? A Fantastic Beasts wand.
Like one other than the Phoenix.
Yeah, one that has that feels like vine. Isn't it Hermione's wand that has vines?
Yeah.
One that has kind of some vines and maybe animal, uh, which I guess probably wouldn't be super true to what's in the movies because I don't think they really look that way. But it would still be cool if they're going to do a phoenix,
They've
almost
done
like how the Tree of Life is, how the
yeah,
animals are carved in. That would be
yeah, I
cool.
mean at the Harry Potter stores, they do like house wands where the end of the handle of each one is like a lion, a badger, an eagle, or a snake. And they've done one where the end of the wand was literally, I think it was a black or brown wand, that at the very end of it, it's a full color, like red and orange phoenix with the wings wrapped around. They could totally
That's
do one
cool.
that, like, the end of it was a Niffler, or
Hmm.
like a silver and white one that was like a demiguise theme.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would be happy with just a badger.
Yeah, which that's what I'm saying. They did do at the
Hmm.
Harry Potter shop. They had one. I
Yeah.
think it was yellow, and the end of it was like a badger head.
Mhm. Yeah, they definitely could have
Man,
done a better job with
this
their
has got me thinking. If they're
wand
missing these
design.
opportunities, I might have an opportunity to step in and fill some gaps and make some of my
You
own wands.
might.
I might
Hmm.
just have to do that.
Next, you just have to figure out how to integrate with their system so you can use your wands at the parks.
That's a few steps ahead.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like shelf pieces, replicas that just look pretty. But yeah,
Hmm.
maybe eventually. I know the
Eventually.
I know the first gen wands are relatively speaking kind of simple to replicate because it's just a reflective tip like that you would get on
Hmm.
a remote control almost for a
Yeah.
TV. But from what I've heard, they do get mad at you for bringing in any wands that aren't park official.
If you get caught.
Yeah, I guess if it looked nice enough and they didn't notice you, you might be able to
Yeah.
get away with it.
All
But
right.
I heard there were some people just for the joke, for the meme of it, I guess, bringing in really stupid items with those little reflective sensors on the ends to act as their wands.
Oh, yeah, you can't
Like
just
I
walk in with like a TV remote.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard somebody on Reddit say something about supposedly somebody thought they were being funny and stuck one of those retro reflective sensors on the end of like a potato or something.
Well, they didn't think they
I'm
were being
like,
funny. They were being funny.
"Uh,
That is funny.
yeah, it is, but also I'm like, okay, there's no way you're not going to get caught with that. And
Expecto potato.
okay, okay, you've turned me around on the potato wand. That was it. It just needed a good pun.
And there's our title.
Oh man, that really just that sums up this episode, I think, in a nutshell.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there.
Ugh. But yeah, Fantastic Beasts ones.
Fantastic Beast swans would be fantastic to see.
What's funny is my brain, when you first said that, the first place my brain went was a wand that looks like Newt's suitcase. And then I'm like, well, how does that even make any sense?
It would be cool though if they sold a suitcase that fit the wand.
Oh, like a wand box that looked like a long,
Yeah.
skinny version of the case with a little handle.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd say you're giving them ideas, but really you're just giving me more merch ideas. I'm like, huh, I could work on that.
Love it.
I don't remember if I told you, but I was kind of sort of putting together a Newt Scamander cosplay for a little while, and I
Uh-huh.
actually did 3D print in several pieces. I 3D printed a full-sized box that I'm gonna kind of weld together, and it's gonna make the full-size Newt Scamander case.
Cool. Um, Nick just ordered, which I'm getting excited about. It's an investment, so I'm not excited about that. But he
Uh-oh.
ordered a new 3D printer. It's
What did
the
he get?
bamboo,
Okay.
and it does, I think he said four different color filaments.
Oh. Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, the one that he has that he's had for several years stopped working.
Hmm.
And so yeah, he ordered, I don't know when it's coming in,
Is that one of
but
the fully enclosed ones?
I don't know. I was out of town when he ordered it.
Okay, because
So,
I'm assuming it is from everything I've seen recently about the bamboo printers people have been talking about, but I'd be curious to know.
well, once it comes in, I will tell you all about it.
Okay.
Let's see. Hi. Hi. Hey, she's
Hi.
waving to you. Hello. Hello. Hey, Chloe. No, I see hi to you. Oh, you're saying hi to him. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey Chloe.
Hey, Chloe, what is your favorite thing about Universal? Do you remember when you went there? Yeah. Yeah, what was your favorite thing? I know. Riding the Roshi ride and punching the ball. Oh, riding the Yoshi ride and pressing the button.
Oh, the Yoshi ride.
And
Okay, cool.
punching the box. Oh, and punching the
Oh, with the
boxes.
power-up band.
Yes, the power band. Um,
Okay, yeah, I'm
and
excited to get to do that.
and Chloe, did you have any dreams last night? Yeah. What did you dream about last night? Dream out and seeing the the the. Mhm. You dreamed about doing what? Punching the box. Punching the boxes. And who else was there with you in your dream when you were punching the boxes? Write his name. Write Chloe's name. Okay, I'll write Chloe's name. And then you can go hang out with Daddy, okay? Oh, Daddy's calling you. Here, let's write your name. Chloe. Chloe. Okay, go see Daddy. I love you.
Bye, Chloe.
John Marcy's name. Jake said bye. Can you tell him bye? Can you wave? Bye, Jake.
Bye.
All right, go see Daddy. No, I love you.
Oh,
Oh, that was fun.
that was.
Yeah, she almost every morning when she wakes up, we ask her if she had any good dreams, what she dreamed about, and almost every morning she dreams about punching the boxes, seeing Super Mario, seeing
Oh,
Luigi, and Princess Peach, and sometimes she'll say beating up Bowser. Um,
that is
yeah.
the sweetest thing.
I'm raising her right.
Yep. She's dreaming about Universal at, just
Yes.
about 3 years
Yeah, at
old.
3 years old, dreaming about Universal. Uh,
Oh, that's wonderful.
it is. Yes. Yes, I am very proud.
You should be.
So it'll be cool when she's big enough to ride all the rides other than Yoshi. Yoshi actually is, not, and
Mm,
I don't want to say too much about the stuff because you haven't done any of it yet,
mm,
but um, Yoshi, I wish they would have done a little bit more with it. She loved it,
mm.
which I mean, I guess it's made for kids, but
Yeah,
I wish they would have done a little bit more with it.
I can understand that. I haven't really watched video of it or anything yet, but from the little bit that I've seen online, that's kind of the feeling I got, is it was very
Mhm.
much just a simple little kid's
Yeah,
cart that just kind of,
but they made it interactive.
oh,
I just wish they would have done a better job with how they did it. So after you write it,
right.
we'll talk about it.
Okay. I'm excited to be able to have that talk.
And I think a lot of people, or the kids, I'm sure, don't realize the game, I guess.
Hmm.
Is I didn't see any directions anywhere. Maybe they talk you through it at some point. I don't know. We'll talk more about it after you write it. But when you write it, listen and see if they give you directions. Because if they did, I was too busy getting a 2-year-old buckled up to listen to what they were telling me.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm curious to see what this is all about now. Oh, random thought, but not really. Speaking of Epic, I don't know if you heard anything about this, but for the past couple days on Reddit, I've been seeing that apparently, for whatever reason, people just decided not to go to Universal for Labor Day weekend this year.
What?
I saw screenshots of people posting the app and the wait times, and
Uh-huh.
somebody was like, "This is crazy. What's happening?" On Monday morning, Ministry was at a 30-minute wait.
Jeez.
And somebody said, "Wait, that is crazy. I saw that too." And theirs was a 25-minute wait. And somebody was like, "You guys are not going to believe this." They had a screenshot of Ministry at a 5-minute wait on Monday. You could walk right
Whoa.
on. Monsters Unchained was at a 15-minute wait. Donkey Kong was at like 35. Apparently, nobody was at Epic on Labor Day.
That is nuts. I saw
Isn't
a
it?
post somewhere that ministry was at 10 minutes, but I didn't realize that was wait time like on Labor Day,
Yeah.
which 10 minutes any day seemed crazy. But I also don't know what the ride vehicles look like or how many people they can get on at one time or any of that.
Oh, for Ministry, I think it's like 14 or so.
Okay.
It's like a Tower of Terror car.
Oh,
Without giving you too much information, that's kind of how
uh-huh.
the seating arrangement is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Still 10 minutes and 5 minutes. That's crazy.
Considering a few weeks ago we were still looking at like 2 to 300 minutes.
Yeah. Huh. Well, maybe we'll look out on our trips and get to
That would be nice.
experience it
That would be very
quickly.
nice. I would not be mad at that.
No, not at all.
I also am excited. I don't remember if we talked about this on the podcast, but I think we talked about it over the phone that they have since added Ministry and Minecart Madness to their Express Pass
Yes,
availability.
I saw that.
And
That's
Hagrid's as
exciting.
well.
Hagrid's, yeah. I'm surprised they added that as quickly as they did.
Yeah.
But, I wonder, I haven't done any research yet to find out. I'm not going soon to Epic at least.
Mhm.
The Express passes for Epic, are they still doing one ride per ride, or do they have unlimited now? Because if it's only
That's a
one
good
ride,
question.
that would make more sense as to why they opened up those two as quickly as they did. You can just ride it once. Because I think they're
Yeah.
probably getting a lot of complaints that people are coming specifically for that ride and not
Hmm.
even getting close.
Yeah. But also, I don't know whether this would be better or worse if it's one ride versus unlimited. But another thing that I've heard, because I even heard people talking this past couple of weeks about Hagrid's with this issue, is that now that they've opened express passes up, the express line has been longer than the standby
Mm,
because everybody wants in and everybody's got
uh-huh.
express passes now. So I wonder if that's going to be the same issue with Ministry and Donkey Kong. I just don't know whether that issue would be more of a problem if everybody gets one ride or if it's unlimited and people try to get back in line.
Mhm.
If that might make it even worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would think if the lines are that bad, people are not going to ride it more than once.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know. Jeez. And that's surprising too with Hagrid's because that has been open for so long.
I know, but
Is it still
I guess everybody was like, "Ooh, an opportunity for less than a 2 hour wait."
I don't know. I feel like the last couple of times I've ridden it though, the wait hasn't been that bad.
It's been a little while for me. I think the last time we went, it was still at least like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that might have been about what it was the last time, hour and a half, which I guess is a long time.
Not compared to what it was, but it's
Right,
still
not compared to what it was.
but compared to most rides, it's a little long.
Hmm.
That's like an
Yeah,
average Disney wait time, but Universal's
right,
typically shorter.
right. Well, hopefully it's not having that same effect. I mean, it seems not to be having that effect at Epic.
Yeah, at least not as of last
Mhm.
weekend.
I think Epic also has more. There's so many rides.
Yeah, it's like in a sense it feels like it's kind of a smaller park, but there's a lot more to do. And I could be wrong
It,
about it being smaller. It just from what I've read and what I've
mm,
seen, it seems, at least with the fact that each park is so self-contained, each portal.
yeah, I
I
felt
don't
like
know.
each of the portals, other than Mario to me, that whole land felt huge, especially since you go from Mario into Donkey Kong. That
Yeah.
almost felt like two completely separate portals. So
Mm.
that felt big. But in general, I do feel like the other lands felt, I'm not going to say small,
But
but they didn't
smaller.
feel huge. Yeah.
Mm. I've heard Dark Universe feels the smallest out of all of them. I think it actually is.
I didn't see everything in Dark Universe,
Okay.
which I didn't realize because I didn't do any research.
Mm.
I didn't
That's
realize how much we missed.
that's the one thing I am especially glad about doing that kind of research is I know what I want to look for. I know what
Mhm.
foods I want to try and things like that going in.
I definitely need to do that before my next trip. I don't plan on looking into any of the rides that I didn't get to do, but I do want to do more research on the food and the merch and everything else.
Mhm. Well, aside from having been there, I'm almost getting to the point of being like a walking encyclopedia of epic knowledge because I've just consumed everything I could find on the
Mhm.
internet. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Well, what are you most excited about?
Oh, that's a loaded question. You got me there. Oh, I mean, I want to say Ministry. I feel like that's the obvious answer. Or Battle at the Ministry, I mean. Oh, what am I most excited about at Epic? I'm torn because Battle at the Ministry seems to be the craziest ride that they've ever done. But I also really want to see the circus show that happens in Paris because any opportunity for me to see more puppets and animatronics, I'm always going to take, especially
Mhm.
when it's Harry Potter stuff. But then the other thing that I'm surprised I'm as excited for as I am is I want to eat everything they have
Mhm.
there. So it's really hard to pick any one
Yeah.
thing. I'm just excited to experience as much of it as I can. I think that's what it comes
Mhm.
down to.
And it is an experience. Definitely an experience. I'm excited for ministry, definitely. And I'm with you. Trying more of the food because we really didn't eat that much when we were there, and I didn't know what to look for either. I didn't know any of the special stuff. So
Hmm.
I'm excited to do that. Still hoping we're able to both go at the same time
I really
when
hope
you
so.
go.
Because that'll be even, I think that'll be even more fun to talk about if it can be,
Mhm.
us talking about all that after the fact. And, especially like if we get to experience Battle at the Ministry together
Yes.
And then I can just imagine the conversations of like, oh, that was so cool when this happened, or did you catch this thing, or what did you think about that part? And
Yeah, your family is probably gonna just kick us out of the group. I guess I'm tired of hearing about it.
to be honest, I kind of figured more than likely if you end up going at the same time as us, we could probably just break off and go explore ministry while they're doing other stuff, because I doubt they're going to want to spend as much time there as we will.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Um, that would probably be the best way to do it because we would,
Yeah.
I'm sure, drive them up the wall with our talk and fangirling over everything.
I can pretty much confirm that because there have definitely been times where we've been before where I'm walking through everything going, oh, that's this from this movie. And oh man, I can't believe I didn't notice this thing last time. Or even just when I went to buy a wand and I wanted to spend a good 15, 20 minutes in there looking at everything and really pondering what wand was the right one for me because they're expensive and I'm only going to get
Yeah.
one and I want to make sure it's mine. After about 10 minutes of it, everybody was like, all right, are you done? Did you pick one? Like, can we get out of here? I'm like, look, y'all go wander. I want to take my time with this.
Mhm. And you know what? The last time we were there together, when Nick was with me, he the reason why he sent us off to go do whatever we did is like because
Hmm.
he didn't want all of the I can't say he didn't want it. He wanted us, he knew we were gonna
Yeah, he was
do
like, y'all,
this. Y'all
he
go
was
do
like,
your
y'all go
thing.
do that
Yes.
and then come
And then
back to
come
me when you
back.
get it out of your system,
That's
basically.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of how my family would be, I think.
Hmm. Yeah. And that's
Because
probably
that's
for the best.
it probably is, because it's the thing. Yeah, their idea of fun is let's just bounce from ride to ride and get in everything that we can because we only do
Hmm.
this maybe once a year. Whereas I'm like, no, I want to sit there and nitpick every little detail and like you said, just nerd out over it all and
Yeah. Take it
obsess with
in.
somebody.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, we got to make it happen. We have to make it happen.
Yeah, if even if for some reason we don't get to go together in January, we've got to plan a trip next year.
Yes. And you know what? Lindsay and I were just recently talking about planning a trip and taking the kids
Hmm.
and yeah, I want to plan a few trips.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here in Georgia for a whole heck of a lot longer, and
Hmm.
I'll probably be farther away when we move next. So I want to get some more universal time in before we get out of here.
Yeah. And I definitely want to go with you, but even like what we just talked about with you and Lindsay planning a trip, I'm like, I wouldn't want to try to get in on that trip, especially with all the kids,
With the
and still
kids,
try to
yeah,
do
you probably would.
and still try to do all the same stuff. I
Hmm.
don't think that would go as well.
No, it'd be a little bit different.
So we're gonna have to try to
Hmm.
plan for another one at some point.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm hoping January works out.
Me too.
Ooh, getting me.
Oh, yeah.
Yawns. Um,
Are you seeing a timer anywhere? Because I'm not seeing any time. I haven't gotten that. Oh, okay. There's our
there we
10
go.
minutes. Oh man, how's that for timing?
Right. Do we have anything else for 10 more minutes?
Um, Not much. I did have one thought that's kind of tangentially connected-ish to
All right.
Universal. Was so I don't know I know we're in September now. I don't know how close you are to being in Halloween mode.
I'm in Halloween mode. My house is not
Okay.
decorated because I was traveling, so I'm
But
behind. I like to do it on the first.
but you're decorated on the inside, right?
I'm decorated on the inside. Yes,
You're
yes.
you're
Uh,
ready for Halloween.
I am ready for Halloween, and I do have a couple of ghost pictures up in my house already.
Okay, so
Um,
you're getting there.
yes,
Yeah,
getting there.
I know we had a whole conversation last episode about when we kind of have those boundaries and when we transition from
Hmm.
holiday to holiday. I did technically kind of break tradition for myself.
Oh, did you?
And last weekend at Starbucks, I did have my first ever pumpkin spice flavored drink. So I'm stepping into fall. I'm
Wow.
stepping into fall a little bit earlier than I normally do.
And how did you feel about the pumpkin spice drink?
It was good. I don't know why I didn't think I would like it. I think honestly, it's just that they had been such a big thing for so long and such a meme for so long
Yeah.
that everybody jokes about them and makes fun of them that I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I walked in and they had completely changed the menu. I was like,
Oh
oh
no.
no. I guess I'm gonna do the pumpkin spice because I don't know what anything else is.
Mhm.
I'm sure I could have gotten a regular drink, but I'm like, well, I'm curious because pumpkin pie is one of my favorite desserts of all time. My dad has
Oh.
always made his own pumpkin pie every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas. He's
Hmm.
taught me how to make it. I mean, my brother even has it for his birthday in June every year. We love it so much.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's not as good as our pumpkin pie, but it's a
Hmm.
very similar, all the fall spice kind of flavors.
Uh-huh.
So not bad. A solid like 7 out of 10 Starbucks experience. It was a little sweeter than
Okay.
what I normally get,
Hmm. Okay.
but that was all sort of a tangent to get to my point of if you're in Halloween mode, um, it's not a Universal thing. It's a Disney Marvel thing. But speaking of the Universal monsters and how much you love those,
Hmm.
I had a thought. If you hadn't seen this already, I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts on one of the Disney specials that came out recently. There's a Marvel thing, I think maybe 2 years or so ago. They released a Halloween special called Werewolf by Night.
Hmm.
And so it's about a werewolf, obviously, being in the title, but it's about an hour long. It's done entirely in black and white,
Oh,
and it feels like a love letter to classic horror.
okay.
But
And
it's Marvel characters, so it's interesting, but it's not Captain America and Iron Man.
Mhm.
It's more the mystical side of Marvel with monster hunters and
And
creepy
what's it called?
stuff. Werewolf by Night. It's on Disney Plus.
Werewolf. I'm writing it down. By night.
I would be very curious either for you to watch it and then for us to be able to talk about it after, or I was even debating like could we possibly sync up on our TVs and get on a phone call and watch together or something.
Well, you can actually do watch parties on Disney Plus.
Oh, that's right. I forget that was a thing. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't mind doing that sometime soon if you're interested because it's something I really think you would like. It feels very
Okay.
classic monster movie.
We can, oh shoot, I lost my pen cap. We can maybe even watch that and do podcast at the same time.
I considered that. I wasn't sure if that was something you'd want to do, but I definitely think that could be fun.
Could be
Do like
fun.
a reaction episode.
That could be fun, yeah. Unless I hate it.
I would be personally, I'd be very surprised if you hate
Yeah,
it.
it's not likely. Not likely. Yeah, we can do that. That'd be cool.
Okay,
Watch
cool.
party. Mhm.
I just because I was watching somebody else on YouTube react to it. I don't remember what kind of brought it back into my mind because it's been a couple years since I've watched it. But I was watching a YouTube reaction, and there were a couple of shots in particular that I was
Mhm.
like, this feels so like Lon Chaney, classic Universal, that I was immediately like, you know what? Mallory would probably like this. I'd want to see what she
Probably.
thinks.
I probably would like that. You're right.
So I think maybe we should plan for that.
Okay. We can plan for that. Oh, actually, the yawns are taking over. Jeez. Um,
Oh,
we could potentially plan that for in person. I'm
mm.
still trying to plan my my travel that's coming up. Oh, and hold
Okay.
on, I gotta show you. Can you see my straw topper?
Oh, that's adorable.
A
That's the
little
cutest.
jack-o'-lantern.
That's maybe the cutest little jack-o'-lantern I've ever seen.
Isn't it? Yeah, so I'm definitely in the Halloween spirit already.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, Spirit Halloween recently just opened in Slidell. I think this
Oh,
week it
did
opened,
it?
so I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Ours here has not opened up yet, and I am ready. And you know what? Chloe is obsessed when it opens. He's silly. I have 3 more minutes. Chloe's obsessed. So when it's open, she asks on a daily basis to go to the Halloween store. Loves it.
I love that.
I know. I'm so proud.
Yeah,
So proud.
you're doing great.
Thanks. Doing my best.
So yeah, in person, that would be really cool. I just didn't, at first, I didn't think that would be an option because last time we talked, you said you could maybe like pop in for 5 minutes and record an intro before your work
I'm
thing.
I'm trying to plan it, so I may end up staying for a couple days.
Okay.
I'm still trying to work out the details of what it'll look like to have people watch the kids and
Hmm.
when Nick is home and not, and what I'm doing with the dogs. So once I have more solid details, I will let you know. But I may
Okay.
be staying for longer than just one day.
Well, that would be definitely exciting if you were. It'd be
Hmm.
nice to get to spend a little more time with you.
Yes, it would be nice. It has been a very long time.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other in person since, oh man, what,
I think it
20?
was before Chloe was born.
Yeah, because I think we maybe saw each other once after that Universal trip. I think you
Yeah.
came over here one night for something. I don't even remember. I think you maybe were just in town, or that may
Yeah,
have
I
even
was in
been,
town 2022.
I
It was
think
either
that sounds
21 or
right.
22.
Gosh, so it's been 3 or 4 years since we've even seen each other in person.
Yeah, because Cricket was you just recently gotten Cricket.
Oh, yeah, so it's been a while. That may have even
Yeah.
been before the trip.
Was it?
Yeah, because
No,
Cricket's like,
no, actually, because I was pregnant with Chloe. I remember telling you and your mom,
oh, yeah.
and she
Yeah,
was
that's
born
right.
in 22. So it was either 21 or 22, had to have been.
And you were definitely not pregnant when we were getting on rides at Universal.
That is correct. So yeah, it's been a while. Oh, we're about to be cut off.
All right. Well, I think we can
Yeah,
call it.
it's been too long. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm gonna put the kids to bed
Okay.
and we'll talk soon.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Oh, it was good. It was all over the place, but it was good.